consider myself a little weird and nerdish now as an adult. I was also pretty weird as a kid. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the weird things that I did as a child. Now from the name, you'd probably think of like me saving caterpillars from being eaten by spiders or something like that. Yeah, no. I was convinced as a child that every single caterpillar I saw, whether it be on a tree or a leaf or on the sidewalk, I was convinced they were all homeless. And so to fix this problem, I would take shoe boxes, take a marker, and draw a little bed for them and a little dresser and a little TV stand. I would make an entire bedroom for them and just draw it out at the bottom of a shoebox. And this wasn't just for like 1 or 2 caterpillars. I would take like one shoebox and split it into like 5 different bedrooms and like put a caterpillar in each. Not quite sure why my mother allowed me to do this so many times, but now, as I'm sure most children do, I sung quite a lot as a child. And not just like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or Row 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 Your Boat. I would make up my own songs. But I wouldn't let anyone hear me, or rather I would do it in a way that I thought no one could hear me. So as a child, I lived with my mother, and we used to have this huge backyard with a field and everything before the forest started. And so I would go, literally walk into the middle of this field, sit down cross-legged, and sing. I don't know why I thought no one could hear me that way. They used to have like little fantasies of like the bird singing with me and everything since I was obsessed with Disney. I remember thinking they were good songs too. Why did I think that? As I'm sure many parents do, my mother had a garden when I was younger. Of course, in the process of making a garden, mine and my brother's job was to go out and find worms to put in it. But instead of just like digging up a hole and like finding worms and setting them in the garden or anything, I used to take like a cup or a bowl and I'd fill it up as much as I could with worms. I'd take hours and just put worm after worm after. Now half of these I would just toss into my mother's garden. The other half I would take my mother's gardening scissors. I would individually take one worm out, set it onto the concrete steps, take the scissors and cut it in half and watch it. Not do anything, I don't know. All my friends used to say that when you cut worms in half, they'd automatically grow in 2. I didn't believe that, and so I guess I tried it over and over and over a lot for many years. I don't know why I eventually thought it would happen. What I'm saying is I was basically Einstein. Again, this starts out pretty normally. I was obsessed with monkeys as a child. Not just the aspect of like watching documentaries of them or anything, though I would sit down for the entire hour and do that. I would also try to act like a monkey. A good example of this is that at one of the houses my mother lived at, the stairs were sort of hollow, I guess you could say, the way that it was just like the step and then there was space in between and then the other step. Any single time I need to go upstairs for any reason whatsoever, instead of just walking up the stairs, I would climb up the underside of the stairs, wait until I got to the last step, and climb my way through. How is it that I didn't get hurt at all? That is my question on this. It's not like this was like 5 steps. No, this was a complete staircase, like size. It was not short, it was not small, I remember jumping from it too. I remember literally like hanging upside down and just sort of letting myself flop. What? You know, now that I think about it, maybe that's one of the reasons I have fear of falling now. So those are just some of the reasons that I was a rather weird child. Don't forget to click that button down there to subscribe to see when all my new videos are. I do at least 2 videos every week. One of those usually a vlog, one of those usually one of these sort of videos. Have fun. Whoosh. Don't forget to like if you're also a weird child. If you have any other stories or anecdotes, feel free to comment down below.